Hi Geminis, welcome to Auntie Tarot. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to go ahead and do your love reading for March 2019 today. I call in all my guides, angels, ascended master. Use me as a clear channel for messages for Gemini Collective in love for March 2019. I'm going to start out with these oracle cards first, just to get the energy of what's going on. What is the current energy of the Gemini's Collective in love for March 2019, Spirit? Messages for Gemini's in love for March 2019. What is the current energy? Time out. Time out, Geminis. So you guys may be taking a break, pause, hold, temporary separation, what have you. But some sort of a timeout, maybe even non-speaking terms. So that is the current energy. Some sort of timeout. Alrighty. Now, time out for reflection is also what I'm hearing. Time out for reflection. Oh, the sun popped up, but I haven't started yet, so I'll see if it comes back out. Angels, guides, Ascended Master, please provide clear. Use me as a channel to provide clear, accurate messages for Geminis in love for March 2019. What does the Gemini Collective need to know? Strength. So this time out that you guys are going through, you may need to be strong. Maybe to be strong not to pick up the phone to try to contact this other person if you guys are taking a time out and there's no communication at the moment. You need to be strong not to be impulsive, but to just focus on you and don't worry about what's going on with them. And see how she has this ribbon around his mouth, maybe to restrain yourself from saying something that you may regret later, or maybe just refrain yourself from saying anything at all. So it's going to take inner strength for you to restrain yourself, control yourself from roaring. See, he's roaring, and she has this around his mouth and pulling on it. So if you want to speak your mind or lash out, Geminis, this month, you might want to just bite your tongue, take a deep breath, count 1 to 10, walk away, do what you have to do. But just try not to. Try not to, because you may say something you may regret later. I was just saying you may say something you may regret later, and the 5 of Cups come flying out. So you may already be going through regrets or remorse because the cup has already spilled out and you're focusing and looking at it. However, behind you, which you're not looking at or you're not realizing, there is 2 cups and there are red roses in there and there is a bright light. So even though this have spilled over, there is something new on the horizon, or there is love on the horizon despite this regret or remorse. Now, it may or may not be with the same person, but in any case, there is still love and there is light. Okay. Spirit, what other messages do you have? Okay, so this card flipped over as I was shuffling. 6 of Swords. You're moving away to calmer waters. Moving away from the situation. So I feel this may be a breakup, Geminis, that you are going through. And if you are, I'm sorry to hear that. But, like I said, there is love right behind you. And you may be going through, you're going to a better situation. So it's one of those things that it may be the silver lining in the dark clouds, even though it may not feel like it at the moment. But your inner gut or your inner spirit may already feel that or know that you're going to a better place somehow, some way. And this is to confirm that you are. Spirit. Okay, that's another card that come out. Okay, so there's been some fighting or struggling. You've been on the defensive, defending yourself over all of this, whatever this conflict or battle is. But you have an upper hand because you're on higher ground compared to all these people. So some kind of conflict that went on there. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Geminis in love for March 2019? You are definitely dancing around some toxic, poisonous, venomous stuff. Look at that. There's a snake at the bottom of his feet, and he's dancing around on one foot, balancing, trying not to get bitten or step on it. So you've been like walking around eggshell, trying to avoid this toxic, venomous, poisonous situation. No wonder you're leaving to go to calm waters, because that can be exhausting with all this battle and conflict going on. Let's see see how you're feeling. Let me get a feel for how you guys are feeling. Spirit, give me messages for how shy, timid, introverted, reserved, hiding behind this wall. There's something that you guys may not want to see. I was thinking there's something you guys may not want to see, or that you might not want someone to see you, but I pause because I feel it's more there's something you guys just don't want to see. So this little kid is hid behind this wall, but he's peeking. So something have gotten you timid. Even though this card says shy, I don't feel it's shy. I feel it's more like fear of seeing something you don't want to see. So part of you sort of want to see it, but then you don't really want to see it. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Geminis? Sad, unhappy, joyless, rejected. So Geminis, it sounds like you guys are going through some painful stuff. This flower is wilted. There's no joy. Feeling rejected, unloved, uncared for. See, this flower is wilted. No one has watered it or given it any love, any care, anything. Sadness. What other emotions? What other messages are there for Geminis right now for March 2019 in love? So all these cards flip over. I don't know if I should take them all. That is compassion. Well, there's compassion that jumped out, and then underneath that is regretful. And then there's jealous, unsure, overwhelmed. And then believe, relieved, and then inspire. So I don't know if they all fit. Those feels like they do. I'm not sure about this. Compassionate. Maybe have compassionate for the other person because they may be wounded as well, even though it may be difficult at this time. And then we talked about regret because we have the regret here, right? So now there's confirmation of how you guys are feeling. Regretful, remorseful, sorry, repentant. So she's holding this picture in her hands all ripped up. So basically something got spilled out that feels like it's almost not repairable. Jealous, maybe a third-party situation and someone found out. Someone found out about you and someone else. Or you found out about or vice versa. Either someone found out about you and someone else, or you found out about the other person and someone else. So right now it looks like you're unsure, uncertain as to which path you want to take. There's a fork in a road right now from all this that just happened, and you're feeling overwhelmed with everything. But underneath that is relieved and inspired. I'm not sure if these apply or not. These all feel like the energy applied. This I'm not sure, but it did flip over. So maybe after this, when you're taking this time out to go to calmer waters, and you have some time to reflect and be on your own, you may end up feeling relieved that the situation is behind you. And then you'll get inspired. See, music start coming in, messages from your guides may come in and help you to be inspired to do something, to create something new. And that's where you pull in this new love and new light. Let's see what messages the dog have. I have these new dog oracle cards. Spirit, what messages do you have for Geminis in love for March 2019? Messages for Gemini in love for March 2019. What does Gemini need to know? Accepting, loving what is. Fear, face the fear. Okay, so this fear is like this. Even though this card has said shy, remember I was saying there's something fearful you may not want to look at, you may not want to see, although a part of you sort of want to look. So Spirit's telling you acceptance. So whatever happened, whatever this, your unrepairable thing that came out that you're regretful about, the message is acceptance. So just accept it, because if it is irreparable, then there's nothing you can do about it. So if you dwell on it, stare at it, you know, the milk is already spilled. So there's nothing you can do about it. It's done. What's done is done. So acceptance, loving what is. Love yourself. Love the situation in the sense that maybe you created it for yourself as a loving lesson. You know how they say hard love? Maybe it happens so that you can learn from it. Just accept it and loving what is. It is what it is, right? Is what they say. And then fear, face the fear. Whatever you're afraid of, face the fear. You know, feeling overwhelmed, feeling unsure. I feel like you guys know in your gut what you need to do. But you know how sometimes we can get complacent or secure or status quo or comfortable or the familiar. Then we get afraid and then we don't do what we're supposed to do. And then we're fearful of the unknown. But somehow in your hearts of heart, I feel Gemini's like you guys already know what to do. Your gut, your spirit, your intuition. So trust that and face that fear and overcome that fear. Right? It's like the little kid who's afraid of the monster in the closet or under the bed. And then the parents come in and turn on the light and look under the bed and there's really nothing there. Open the closet, there's really nothing there. So sometimes we create fear that may not exist, or we create fear in our head that's bigger than what it really is. So the Spirit's telling you to face your fear. And remember, fear stands for false evidence appearing real. So we may be making a mountain out of a molehill in our head when it's not as scary as it seems. And then the bottom of the deck, I just flipped it over, is self-worth. Love what you see. So look in the mirror, look into your eyes. Tell yourself you love yourself. And do some mirror work. And Louise Hayes have some books out there. If you Google it, she's a big advocate for mirror work. But love what you see. Love yourself. This is intense stuff, Geminis. But just know that there is light there behind you if you turn around and look. Or turn to that perspective or that direction and look, and don't dwell on this, because whatever we focus on expands. So allow yourself to grieve or feel the pain or feel the sorrow, feel the hurt, feel sad, feel regretful. But then when you're done releasing, pick yourself up. Be strong, right? We have that strength card. And look. Try to look at this direction. And you will see the beautiful roses and the light. And there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I'm going to pull a card for you from Archangel Michael. And see what messages he has to tell you or advice. Archangel Michael, what messages or advice do you have for Geminis in love for March 2019? Messages for Geminis in love for March 2019. That came flying out. Make a commitment to yourself is what I hear. Make a commitment to yourself. And the prayer is, Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. So there's that word again, strength, right? Because we had strength earlier with the lion. So strength, confirmation, strength. I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself. Okay. My life and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. So Geminis, right now, it's time for you. Time to love yourself. Time to commit to you. Commit to working on you. Accepting yourself. Loving yourself. Overcoming your fear. Build up your self-worth. Be strong. And you will get inspired. Once you can clear your mind, you'll get inspiration coming in to start something, create something, write something. And you'll be on the road to recovery and you'll be fine. Okay, so give yourself some time and then try to look from a different perspective and focus on these 2 cups and not these 3 cups, because what's done is done. All right, Geminis. I hope that helped bring some clarity. I hope it makes sense to some of you, if not all, since it's a general reading. I wish you the best of luck in this situation. Love and light to you all. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye, Geminis.